Hello and welcome to Advertisers Watching Ads. My name is Tom Ollerton. I'm the founder of Automated Creative, and this is a weekly show where brands watch other brands' ads.
If not perfect, one of the most memorable things I've seen a fashion brand do in a good while.
I think anybody that's watched this can now confidently spell it and use it, in conversations.
It's quite a good thing to broaden. Broaden who they are and what they're about, because as you're scrolling through this website, there's some, it's not exactly entry-level pricing, is it?
So before we get to this week's ads, let's meet this week's guests.
My name is Jerry Daykin. I'm a client-side media person. I've just finished being global head of media at Beam Suntory and doing some consulting at the moment, so call me.
My name is Paul Parmley. I'm the Director of Digital Communications and Integrated Content at ONEOK in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I am James Brindley-Raynes. I'm Head of Digital Customer Journey at Maersk.
Right, let's see this week's ads.
Welcome.
Welcome. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I think it's because it's so hot in here. Your word is hot.
All right. Speller number 1. Your word is Loewe.
Sorry, what? Can you repeat the word?
Again, the word is Loewe.
Can I get a definition, please, or a glass of water?
You cannot get water, you can get a definition. Loewe, a luxury fashion house.
Here I go. L-W. I don't think I heard the word correctly.
Honey, the word is Loewe.
Loewe? It sounds French. Is it French?
No, it's not.
Bulgaria?
Not Bulgarian.
Are you hitting on me?
No, I'm not. I'm gay as a maypole.
Wyoming?
This is vodka, and I'm going to drink it soon. It is of Spanish descent, a fashion house from Spain.
Spain, exactly. Thank you. L-U...
No.
Loewe. Loewe. Oh, I think my handbag is Loewe.
That is a fascinating piece of trivia.
Okay, I know this one. But I'd like to preface this by saying that I will be donating all the proceeds of my win to Healthy Mothers for Healthy Horses.
You do need to win first.
L-O-A-V. L-O-E-V. I own the f***ing handbag. I think I know how to spell it. Jonathan Anderson and I are very good friends. He's my dear friend.
I highly doubt that.
I call him Jaja.
Now you're just saying things.
Oof, do you want some pills, darling? I have pills.
Can you spell the word for me, though?
I don't know where I am. It's Spanish, right? L-O silent J. L-O-E-A.
Nope.
Well, you didn't let me finish that time. L-O-A.
No.
L-O-L. L-W. L-U.
No.
L-O-A.
Loewe. L-O-E-W-E.
Are you f***ing kidding me? There's a W in there?
There's a W.
Just wait till Johnny hears about this.
Get off the stage, please. Going to have you arrested.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how many votes would you give it? 1, 2, 3. Right. Can someone tell me what is going on? What have we just watched there?
It definitely tags into a genuine insight, emotion that it is sort of slightly unexpected and hard to pronounce, though it's quite a long telling of that story. I dug into a little bit, and I think a lot of the, or maybe all of the outfits they're wearing through the kind of the previous decades are all kind of from the archives of the fashion brand. So I think it's sort of a nice bit of playful content showing off the fashion, being quite funny in an industry that can be quite serious and dry.
Well, I mean, seeing the two actors, first of all, anything that they're in, I'll probably watch. So both super funny character actors. So anything that they're in, I was pretty pumped to watch and react to. I was not aware of Loewe. I'm not a fashion house aficionado by any means, but I think the way to get across both the historic nature of how long they've been around. I mean, I think they've been around since technically the 1850s, but certainly more well-known starting in the 1970s, to play off that and show how long they've been around. And also just the repetition of the name. I think anybody that's watched this can now confidently spell it and use it, in conversation. So I think the delivery was not only funny, but also impactful. And I think got their point across.
No, I thought it was a really entertaining watch. I guess it poked fun at the brand, which is quite good fun. Generally quite like brands being, I guess, self-aware and then play on the idea people can't pronounce their name. I didn't really know huge amounts about it beforehand, so I kind of had to do a little Google to find a bit about the brand, not just how to pronounce it almost. I thought it was really interesting to sort of wonder about how they might, I guess, extend it, because it's quite a fun series. Like what else could they do with this to extend this campaign? I was quite intrigued what they might. I don't know if they're trying to do something with this next or not, if they're going to try and extend the brand awareness by having some poking further fun at their name, maybe doing sort of campaigns around spelling related activities. I don't know. I just thought I'd be interested to see where they go with it next, I guess is the point.
I think it's a fun bit of clip. From a media perspective, it's a bit of a nightmare in terms of like how long you have to watch before you work out what's going on and how you get people to view it. It is slightly confusing, hence the title, Decades of Confusion, perhaps. I do sometimes joke when I see it around now to my husband, oh, it's that Loewe brand. And he looks at me like I'm a fool because he's into fashion and he's known about it for years and doesn't understand why I don't. But there's some sort of insight in there, whether that's an insight that appeals to fashionistas or whether they're persuading a lot of people who are very unlikely to buy their clothes anyway to think about them is another question.
For me, the Decades of Confusion piece was establishing that they've been a player and been around for quite a while. The actors are probably a little more appealing to folks that they may be familiar with them. I think this fits in quite well with their kind of shtick and what they're known for. So it's just kind of an extension of that. Dan Levy wrote this, and it's very much kind of in the vein of Schitt's Creek and kind of his personality. So that was certainly appealing to me. And I kind of knew what to expect, but, still was, I learned something as well, which I think was their angle. If it was, European, actors or, comedians that I'm not familiar with, it probably wouldn't be as, when I saw them, I knew that this would likely be funny. And there was some parts of it that were, not great. I think it is the familiarity that, at least for me, put this a little bit over the top and made it, interesting to watch for 2.5 minutes. It was, not a tough watch for me.
I do think it's definitely, probably relatively speaking, quite a niche brand. Poke a bit of fun at themselves while actually kind of setting the record straight. If you're someone like me who didn't really know who they were before, well, I now know they're a Spanish fashion house and they've driven some top of mind awareness maybe. Like I just thought it was quite good fun. I
think fun is rare in the category. Like when I think of like high fashion advertising, etc., a lot of it to me feels very similar. It's very beautiful, it's very stylish, but it's very forgettable. This was, if not perfect, one of the most memorable things I've seen a fashion brand do in a good while. So whether it appeals to the exact right audience, everything I don't know, but it's more memorable than most.
They tend to take themselves quite seriously, don't they, fashion brands sometimes? It's all serious, isn't it, darling? And maybe having a bit of fun with it's quite a good thing to broaden. Broaden who they are and what they're about, because as you're scrolling through this website, there's some, it's not exactly entry-level pricing, is it?
A couple of years ago, like Chipotle or Chipotle, or however you want to say it, did like quite a big campaign, like again, playing on the fact that no one can say it. But I don't know whether that's the biggest, the most important thing for your brand. If it's a thing that gets people talking, it's a thing that gets people talking, I suppose.
Would you sign off this campaign in its current form, the way that it is? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm going yes.
Jerry, Paul, James, thank you so much.